Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh. Today we are going to discuss about valuation of real estate. So this session will be helpful for you to crack IBBI valuation examination. I am going to present you 20 MCQs with concept. So let's get into the session. So the first one, which of the following best describes the value in real estate? So the options are here. The amount spent to construct a property, the worth of a property to a specific buyer, the historical cost of the property, and the listing price on the market. So which suits the best definition for the value? Obviously the correct answer will be, any guess? B. The amount spent to construct a property is cost. Okay, it's not a value actually. Value means so many things will be involved. The worth of a property is value. Okay, and the historical cost is past expenditure. Historical cost is past expenditure. Market dynamics are not considered here. So D part is listing price. Seller's expectation actually may not match actual market value. So the answer will be B. Okay, the worth of a property to a specific buyer. Here the important things we have to make it underline. Which the question will be asked in different ways also from the other side also. So which of the following best value describes the value? So you have to underline the value in real estate. It is worth. We have to make it underline the worth. Okay, it's a property for a specific buyer. So which term refers to the actual expenditure incurred in constructing or producing an asset? Sorry, I have already marked it. So which term refers the actual expenditure incurred? It is cost. Cost is actually total amount spent to create the asset. For example, if you take 1 year, in the entire year you will put so much of money to construct it, maintain it, and any repairs to it. So the entire amount will be cost. Price is actually transaction amount, not actual expense. It's a transaction amount in that moment, that is price. So value is worth. Actually we already discussed it, not expenditure. Value is worth. So the capitalization means converting future benefits into present value. So it is unrelated to cost. So now the answer will be cost. So here we have to make a note of things like actual expenditure, actual expenditure incurred in constructing or producing an asset. It is cost. Okay, so what is price? We have discussed in previous session. What is price? The options are here. The potential value of the property, the amount demanded by the seller, the amount agreed upon in a transaction, the theoretical worth. So the answer will be amount agreed upon in a transaction. So this is the answer, C. Why not A and why not B and C? Potential value is estimated, not actual sale. And the B, option B, is asking price is a final transaction. Amount demanded is actually asking price. It's not a price. Asking price, I mean final transaction. It is not actually final transaction. Amount demanded may not be the transaction value, right? There may be negotiations and all. So B is not the option. Potential value means it is not actual sale actually. It may not be the actual transaction value also. Price is the transaction value, the amount at that moment the buyer given to the seller. So the option D is actually, it is theoretical worth. It's conceptual, may not be reflected in reality. Theoretical means on paper only, may not reflect on paper, I mean in reality. So it is not correct. So the correct option will be amount agreed upon in a transaction. So questions can be asked like that also, which is not a price in this list. So there are three answers for that question if the question is asked in reverse. The potential value of the price property is not the price. The amount demanded by the seller is not the price. The theoretical worth is not the price. So what is the price? The amount agreed upon in a transaction. Agreed means it is finalized. So it will reflect in the transaction in reality. So next question will be, which of the following is not a type of value in valuation? A, market value, B, fair value, C, salvage value, and D is unrealized value. So the correct answer will be unrealized value. Why unrealized value? Because market value is a standard sale price in an open market. See, it is an actually open market, so it is a value. Obviously it's a value. So fair value is actually accounting value. It is standard value. And salvage value means residual value at the end of asset life. So it is not a unrealized. The value unrealized value is not the value. Unrealized value is not recognized in professional valuation standards. It is hypothetical. So the answer will be D. So the fifth one, market value is defined as, sorry, I already marked it actually. The estimated amount for which an asset should exchange between a willing buyer and a willing seller in an arm's length transaction. This is option A. Option D is insured value of the property. Option C is total depreciated cost. Option D is replacement cost. The correct answer will be A. Okay. Market value is actually most probable price in fair transaction. In informed parties, no compulsion. Okay. So it is not any pre-planned thing. It is very fair transaction in the open market. It's a fair transaction. No compulsion, no pressure and all. So that is market value. B is actually insurance value, means see, for risk coverage it may differ. Okay, it is for risk coverage. And C is depreciated cost. So it is also accounting cost. I mean, actually depreciated cost means the reduced value. So it is accounting value actually. Fourth one, replacement cost to rebuild actually. Replacement cost means cost to rebuild, not sale price. Replacement cost may not be market value because it is actual on ground cost to rebuild. So it is replacement cost. Cost is not the market value. So market value is having conditions like should exchange between a willing buyer and willing seller. Okay, there is no any compulsion and all. In arm's length transaction means both parties are not unknown to each other. Both parties are unknown to each other. There is no any planned transaction. There is no any um, unfair transaction and all. So arm's length means it's a fair transaction between unknown parties, between with a willing seller and willing buyer. So informed parties only. Okay. So the value and use. Value and use means valuation of property for specific use. Market price of the property, and C is the replacement value, D is distressed sale value. So obviously the answer itself is telling that first one is value of the property for a specific use. So property is worth to a specific user, not in general market. Earlier market value is for open market. Value in use means for a specific buyer and a specific user. Okay, so market price is not of the property is not correct answer. Replacement is actually cost to rebuild. Distressed sale value is undervalue or forced value. It actually occurs during auction procedure of the banks. So it is not the value in use. Seventh question, value in exchange refers to the options are value of property to the user, price obtained in the market, replacement cost, depreciated value. So the options will be 4 are here. Thus the correct answer will be B. Price obtained in the market. Value in exchange actually is market value reflects with a buyers willing to pay. Valuers use it in a selling price estimation. So value in exchange, that means you are giving a property and you're taking money. Like if you sell it, if you buy it, you're taking a property and you're giving money, right? So that is value in exchange. So it is an open market only. So price obtained in the market. Value of the property to the specific user is value in use. Replacement cost is different. Cost to rebuild. Depreciated means it is a forced value. So 8th one is which of the following is not basic element of value? Scarcity, demand, utility, demand, location alone. The answer will be D. Why? Because scarcity means there is a basic formula. If you see dust, demand, utility, scarcity, transferability. The four things are important during dealing a property, while dealing a property. Okay, so here there are, this demand is here, utility is here, scarcity is here, transferability is not here, but location alone is not the basic element of the value. Which element of the value is related to ability to satisfy human wants? Scarcity, demand, utility, transferability. It is utility. The ability to transfer ownership legally from one person to other person is called scarcity, utility, demand, transferability. It is transferability. So the legally, you have to underline it. Legally it should be transferable from one person to transfer ownership legally from one person to another is called the ability. It's called transferability. Okay, the question can be asked in any ways like the ability to transfer may be the option also here, and it's legally maybe the option also, like that. 11th question. When supply of the property is high and demand is low, value will obviously decrease. The highest and best use concept means, it is called, actually it's a very famous concept, you might have known it, Habu. It is called as Habu. So the options are current market price, use that produces maximum value, the cost of construction, and resale potential. So what would be the correct answer? The answer will be B. Okay, the use that produces maximum value. Highest and best use. Price is actually market price is by market value, not optional use, optimal usage. Okay, and construction market value may not be the highest value also sometimes. The construction cost, option C, is expense, not a value actually generating potential. Okay, not value generating potential, it's the actual cost. Resale potential means market focused. So again it may not be the highest value, which is not the factor affecting value. Legal, economical, physical, political party ruling. So obviously the answer will be D. Physical factors affecting value includes zoning regulations, shape, size, topography, inflation rate, taxation policies. Answer will be B. Shape, size, topography, physical, so on ground. Okay, including shape, size, topography are physical factors, right? Economical factors affecting value include options are utility and demand, B. road width, C. government stability, D. soil type. So the correct answer would be utility and demand are the economical factors. Remember it. Okay, very important. Utility and demand are economical factors. Road width is a physical factor. Government stability is social and or legal factor. Soil type is physical factor. Okay, soil type is physical factor. The 16th one is legal factors affecting real estate value or age of building, encumbrances and ownership title, construction materials, building height. Age, materials, height and everything are which factors? Physical factors. So encumbrances and ownership title are legal factors. Clear legal ownership increases the value. Disputes and conflicts reduce the value. So the answer will be B. 17th one. Marketability in real estate refers to the demand for the product, the ease with which property can be sold, the cost of development, durability of the structure. The answer will be B. The ease with which property can be sold. The ease with which property can be sold. That means it should be easily transacted. So marketability means the easiness. Demand is actually component of the marketability, not the same. Demand is part of the marketability. If there is a demand, the marketability will be fine and it will be fast, but it may not be 100% marketability. Okay, and the second one is the ease with which property can be sold. That means ease means everything will favor to it. C is cost of the development. It is actually cost means construction expense. We have discussed it. D is durability, longevity, affecting value, not marketability. Durability means longevity. Which principle assumes buyer will pay no more than cost of acquiring similar property? Substitution, anticipation, progression, regression. The answer will be substitution. Substitution actually rational buyers compare alternatives and will not overpay. Okay, they compare actually alternatives. For example, if a similar apartment is available for 50 lakhs, a buyer won't pay 55 lakhs for comparable unit, right? So that is called substitution. The similar apartment. Here we have to understand that in the question he has given similar. Please make it a note. So the similar means it will be having same value. So the answer will be substitution. Anticipation is actually value depends on the expected future benefits. And the progression means low value property rises due to surrounding high value properties. Regression, high value property falls due to low value surroundings. Okay, so the answer will be A. Substitution. So 19th one, in valuation, anticipation principle means just now we discussed it. The options are value depends on future benefits expected, property value remains fixed, only physical condition matters, D, value depends on history. You can immediately tell the answer. The answer will be A, value depends on future benefits expected. Anticipation means hope, right? Like that, future benefits. So why others are wrong? So fixed means ignores market dynamics actually. Fixed value, in fixed value market benefits and market dynamics are ignored. So there is no any anticipation. The third one ignores economic, legal, social factors. Only physical condition matters means, so only physical means we are ignoring their economical, legal and social factors. History means it is past performance, does not determine future benefits. So the answer will be, in valuation, anticipation principle means value depends on future benefits. Future, so you have to underline the future expected. The last one in this session, the value that considers both tangible and intangible benefits to a specific owner is called A, market value, B, value in use, C, distress value, D, investment value. The correct answer would be investment value. See, actually A is general buyer perspective. B is actually, we discussed it, current use, not investment potential. C is actually forced sale value, so very below the market value. So the answer will be D, investment value. The value that considers both tangible and intangible. Tangible means physically it can be measured. Intangible value means like brands and all, brand value and all. So intangible benefits to a specific owner is called investment value. Combinedly, the entire value is called investment value. Okay, it is specific owner, so market value does not come into picture. You have to note it when there is a specific thing. So value in is also not correct actually. Why? Because it is for a specific purpose and specific user. And it is current use only, for not investment potential. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.